Hey there, how's it going? Can I interest you in a programming tutorial? Tough, they're all dead. Look how they massacred my boy. You might have noticed in the last couple of years, programming tutorial channels here on YouTube have kind of been going through a midlife crisis, including mine. So a lot of these channels have shifted over to making AI content or something completely different. And I kind of wanted to give you my perspectives here today of which direction is this channel gonna head to? Because unfortunately with AI, tutorial channels have kind of died out. People are not interested in watching these long form tutorial videos anymore. And this is my opinion of why this is happening right now. So 7-8 years ago, when I got into this, making tutorials here, there was a heavy demand for it, right? You didn't really have too much out there. You had Stack Overflow, you had people kind of talking between each other. And when YouTube popped around, you had these nice videos now kind of showing you a step-by-step on how React works, or even a step-by-step on how to build a full stack application. So you'd watch this hour-long video and you'd learn so much by seeing kind of how these pieces fit together when it comes to making a web application. So it was really helpful, but I feel like with the rise of AI, we kind of moved away from like, oh, let me just learn kind of this vast general knowledge and see how I can apply it to my project. With AI now, you can just go straight implement a solution. See, watching a tutorial that's an hour long of someone building an application, you might have pulled out a little piece of there that you might have been like, okay, I can see how I can apply that to my project. But that is not necessary anymore, where you can just ask Fable 5 now, which is a crazy good model, by the way, to just do directly for you. And I'd say since models like Opus 4.5, you don't even really need to care about syntax as much anymore. So if you work with React or like small like implementation details like use effect or like use state, right? AI has been trained so much on React code these days that you don't even need to worry about stuff like that anymore. So it'll get right. And this is kind of like messing with my brain as well with like how things are turning out, because it's really difficult to code anything manually anymore, because I know AI, especially Fable 5, is going to one-shot most of the things that I'm wanting from it. And especially when it comes to web development, in my opinion, 70 to 80% of a project is mostly a lot of boilerplate out there, right? A lot of boilerplate code of setting up a bunch of components, whether that's UI components, setting up auth, right? Setting up payments. You need to do these things over and over and over and over again for every project. And what people used to do is they set up these nice boilerplates that they would clone it down, right? And then you have a good starting point for your project. But even that is not necessary anymore when AI can pretty much one-shot these things for you. So it's a shame that I feel like the whole industry kind of shifted over from, especially for like new people coming into web development, from like, okay, these are all the different technologies, go learn a bit of that, go learn a bit of the docs, have a look at that, to just like directly go and make the stuff, which is kind of nice because like new people that are getting into web development can just like get going with the project that they have in mind. But at the same time, it's becoming really, really hard to kind of have the like mental capacity to sit down and watch something for like a long time and learn slowly. I'm just a bit scared about the direction that AI is taking content creation, especially in the educational space. Because if you make a video or if you make a blog post, where you're teaching something very informative, that's gonna get scraped by AI, and then AI is just gonna regurgitate whatever you said. So you are not getting rewarded for the things that you put out there, unfortunately. What's really infuriating with AI, not only that you're kind of forced to work with it these days is what it does to my attention span. I feel like it's really, really messing me up. Let me ask you this. How many times did you go over to the Tailwind docs to look up a CSS property? That feels like it takes ages, right? You just ask it the question or just do that for me, put a box shadow or whatever. I don't need to look up the actual property. It's going to do a really, really good job at getting that right. And when it comes to learning about programming as well, I'm a bit scared to what the future engineers are gonna look like when AI is gonna kind of give you everything on a silver platter. And unfortunately, the way I view this now is that tutorial videos are inferior compared to just going directly to an AI and asking it the question that you want. Now, where does this leave this channel? I'm still gonna make tutorial videos here and there because I'm gonna work on project that I find interesting, and it's gonna be something interesting there that I want to share with everyone. It's not gonna be tutorials like I'm gonna show you how to make React components and all this stuff that is a bit, like we all know how to do that these days, but it's not something that's actually valuable too much. I'm meaning more like, how do I stream video, right, on my web application? Like, what are good ways to do that? Stuff like that, more along those lines. I'm still gonna make tutorials, even though, a lot of people are not gonna tune in. It's something I really enjoy doing. And when I started this channel, it was never really about making money. That was kind of a big bonus besides it. So even if it gets a couple hundred views, it is what it is. I don't care. I'm gonna have fun making it. So what I thought is that I'm gonna do something that I really enjoy doing, which is building stuff out. And in my case now, I'm building out my first game, which is a type roguelike. So my plan is to keep doing tutorials, but also do these dev reels where I share with you kind of what I'm making and hopefully get you inspired to build your own stuff. So let me show you kind of the game that I've been working on. Doesn't have a name yet, but it's a type roguelike game. So here we go. We have an enemy here, which is Mr. Clockmaster. And I'll share with you more of the story and how this game is going to progress in future videos. But the idea is that you need to become a type master. So this is a little tutorial section here. But as you can see, I can type the words, and when I complete it, it's going to fly over and give the enemy some damage. And as you can see, when it crosses that red line there, so peck, have a look, then we start taking the damage, okay? And each enemy also has some sort of special. So when that yellow line fills up, as you can see, it's going to use its beak to move the word closer. And I need to keep up until I beat him. There we go. And we win. Cool. So you got a whole map now where you can go either direction. You can go to the Echo Bat, or you can go over to the Corrupted Tree. And again, this is going to have its own like special ability. So let me just show you this quickly. As you can see, when the yellow bar fills up, look, it spawns multiple different words. Now I have a little trick here to auto win this. There we go. And it's going to be a whole map here. See, as you can see, we have an amulet shop where we have a permanent upgrade that we can get. So this is every 3 seconds in battle, gain 1 free typo correction. So let's buy this. And we bought it. So now let's go over to the squill. As you can see, after a couple of seconds, we get a little feather there. That means that if I type history and I mistype it, it auto-corrects it. Did you see that? That's pretty cool. So I'm working on adding a bunch of different levels right now to this game. I'll unlock the map. As you can see, we have a bunch of different characters, different parts of the maps, upgrades, meditation, yada, yada, yada. So in the next episode, I'll kind of share with you how, like, kind of the beginning stages of this game and how it ended up to here, because this is like the 3rd iteration of it. And I'll show you how I put it all together using AI and a bit of coding. Okay, so this is kind of what we've been working on. I'm happy to share more with you soon, and hope you are here for the ride. Again, I'm sorry for everyone that, was just like sticking around here for pure tutorials. Again, I will still make tutorials because I do enjoy it. And there's a lot of stuff that are still, I feel like, interesting to talk about. But other than that, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you for sticking around, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.